Well, let me ask you a question before we begin. If your bank account was losing about $100 to $150 a month, do you think you would even notice? Not all at once. No warning notifications, no obvious mistake. The money just disappears quietly. And here's a fact that surprises a lot of people. According to an analysis cited by the Wall Street Journal, most households underestimate their recurring spending by 30 to 50%. In other words, it's not that you're bad with money, it's that you're not seeing the full picture. Most people don't struggle financially because they spend too much. They struggle because they don't know where their money is leaking. These leaks are usually so small that your brain labels them as normal. But over time, those small leaks decide whether you move forward, or stay stuck for years. If you can't plug the small leaks, no salary will ever feel like enough. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you where money leaks most often. The places almost no one pays attention to, but that quietly determine the entire picture of your finances. Where is your money actually going? Before we talk about investing or long-term goals, there's one step many people skip, and it determines everything that comes after. Knowing where your money is actually going, not guessing, not it should be fine, but looking straight at the numbers. You don't need to track every dollar. Just open your bank statements and credit card statements and look back at the last 3 months. Most people see the same pattern. Groceries creeping up a little. Eating out going from once in a while to default. Small charges repeating so often you stop noticing them. I call this silent cost creep. And here's the most important lesson of this section. If you don't actively review your spending, your money will automatically get more expensive. And you'll be the one paying the bill. Just a few minutes of review doesn't just show you where the money went, it gives you control back. The emergency fund isn't about peace of mind. An emergency fund won't make you rich. But without it, every other plan stands on sand. Here's why this fund really exists. Not to make you feel calm, but to stop you from making the worst decisions at the worst possible moment. If you don't have 3 to 6 months of living expenses, or have already had to drain your emergency fund to survive a setback, then your financial system is missing its first line of defense. Without an emergency fund, a small problem can quickly turn into credit card debt selling investments at the worst time, or choosing expensive options because you have no flexibility. And this is the advice I repeat over and over. An emergency fund doesn't save you from trouble. It saves you from yourself when you're under pressure. One more important thing people overlook: leaving emergency cash in an account earning 0.01% interest isn't safe. It's agreeing to let inflation quietly eat your money. Move that cash to a high-yield savings account. You can still access it instantly when needed, but at least it's not standing still and losing value. This isn't optimization, this is protecting the foundation of everything else. FSA, your money, but it can disappear. There's a strange kind of money many people have. It's your money. It was never taxed, but if you don't use it, it completely disappears. That's FSA money. Many people have a flexible spending account for healthcare, but forget one critical rule. Most FSAs operate on a use it or lose it basis. If your plan doesn't allow a rollover, whatever balance is left doesn't wait for you. It's just gone. And here's the psychological trap. You're not overspending. You're simply not using your own money and time. Using your FSA isn't shopping. It's avoiding the absurd act of giving back tax-free money. Dental visits, eye exams, medical supplies, things you'll pay for anyway. The only question is which pocket you pay from. Subscriptions. The most persistent leak. No one goes broke because of a $9 subscription. But many people don't understand why their money always feels a little short. Subscriptions are dangerous because you don't have to decide every month. The money just gets pulled. Quietly, politely. Review your card statements. If you haven't used a service in 1 or 2 months, you probably don't need it. Cancel a few and you'll feel your cash flow breathe again. Insurance. What you pay for, but rarely understand. Many people pay for insurance every month, yet don't know what their deductible is, or how much they could be forced to pay in a worst-case year. That means when something happens, they make decisions in panic, not clarity. A deductible is simple. It's what you pay before insurance really kicks in. Your out-of-pocket maximum is the ceiling that protects you from endless bills. Not knowing these numbers means you risk paying far more than necessary. Insurance isn't a leak because it's bad. It's a leak because many people use an expensive tool without understanding how it works. Knowing just a few key numbers can save you thousands. Tax advantages. The easiest way to keep your money. If I had to choose one thing that accelerates wealth over time, it wouldn't be hot stocks or complex strategies. It would be taxes. More specifically, accounts that legally help you pay less tax. You'll hear these names a lot. 401k, IRA, HSA. You don't need to master the details. Just understand this. Every dollar you don't send to taxes is a dollar that gets to work for you. That's why I call this a double win. Lower taxes today, more growth for the future. HSA is special. I call it the triple tax unicorn. You put money in, no tax. It grows, no tax. You use it for medical expenses, still no tax. 3 layers of advantage. Very few accounts offer that. If you qualify for an HSA, this isn't a side account. It's one of the most powerful tools you have, and most people never fully use it. You don't need to do everything perfectly. After these 6 points, one thing should be clear. Money doesn't leave your life because of one big mistake. It leaves because of small habits repeated every day. Plug a few major leaks and money naturally stays longer. And when money stays longer, saving, investing, and retirement finally have room to work. Before you close this video, I want to ask you one honest question. Out of the 6 things we discussed, daily spending, emergency fund, budgeting, subscriptions, insurance, nor taxes, which one is leaking the most money for you right now? No long explanations needed. Just one word or a short phrase in the comments. I read them all. And your answer might become the next video on this channel.